Hi everyone, I'm back with my blue wreath. So I got a bunch of petals cut, and what I've done is I finished my second row, I put my mesh in, and when I got here to this point, I realized that there's no way I can use that fourth bar, because as you can see right now, I'm on the mesh and my petals are starting to stick up quite a bit. So you see, so that's the whole thing with this wreath, is that you don't want this to, like, your petals to start, because then, and when you get to the middle, you're going to have all these petals, and then it's going to look like there's a big hole in the middle. So you have to, maybe bring your center out quite a bit. So if you look at the back, you see where I started, okay? So I guess I went about ½ an inch. I guess that's about a ½ an inch. My finger? Yeah, hey, look at that. So a little bit more, maybe 3/4. So I went in and I'm just going around, okay? So, and if you see, I'm kind of putting my zip ties on an angle as well, so that I continue my pinwheel going around. And if you can see, we're starting to get 3 different levels now where you're seeing 3 different pinwheels, right? So I'm right here. I've already started on the middle, and I'm at this point right now, and I'm gonna do a couple. And remember, I gotta kind of stay away from this thing because it's very sticky, very sensitive, and I'm at the blue. So I have my zip tie in here already. And what I do is I leave 2 holes behind, about 2 holes in between the petals. I try and make it so that I'm in between the petals, okay? I'm looking at my zip tie right now, and it's not really where it should be. I'm a little bit too far off, because the whole thing about this is you want your petals to be in the perfect order, because that's exactly how it works. You want that pinwheel, you want to see different rounds on this pinwheel. So that's what I try and work for anyway. So I don't know if I'm doing it right, but if anybody's, says I'm doing it wrong, then please tell me. So anyway, I try and keep it around the same area. I look back and I go, okay, that's where the hole is. And I'll leave, 1, 2 holes in between the 2 petals. I use 3 holes. I keep 1 in the middle of my zip tie. Oh, come on. Okay. So I'm kind of like on an angle. So I just go down one row. I have the zip tie up, and then I bring it down 1 row. So now I'm at the blue, and I'm going to just do my D-Michael petal as per usual, where, your edges are always on the side. If your edges are all on the side, everything on your wreath form, on your wreath, all your edges are all facing the same way. This is the key to a beautiful wreath, is having all your edges and your tips all nice and even and all going the same way, okay? And that's when you're cutting your petal. That's another thing, is that when you're cutting your petal, that's why your edges are on the top. And you always grab from the same corner. If you grab from this corner on one and you bring it down, then you cut your petal. And then the next one, you bring the corner from the other side and you bring it down. Well, now your petal is going to be reversed. So that's something you don't want to happen, because then now your petal, you're going to have to make a reverse wreath, because you're going to have all these reverse petals and you can't do anything about it. And it's very visible. If you put a petal that's, the edges on the other side, and you just got all this rough stuff, you see it. So just another little tip for you. Always the edges on the side first. Bring it down like this, and then you got to remember, we fused this already when we cut it, right? With a wood burner. So if you've done this with a rotary cutter, then you won't have that fuse. You'd probably be using a chenille stem or whatever. But in any way, chenille stem, zip tie, when you get to this mesh here, you know, just tie it onto the mesh. It's so much easier. So now I've got another blue, and I'm not squeezing down too much because I don't want my petals to stick up, okay? I'm trying to keep this all down. So I end up with a nice, there's like almost the same amount of room in between these levels. So, yeah. So we're gonna do a couple more. So I find that I was telling you guys that, you know, be careful not to touch and stuff. So it's all on the material that you're wearing. I find that my little jean shirt here, it doesn't touch, it doesn't capture any of the little edges that are there. And look at that. Oh, I hate this. I just burn these off. There we go. So yeah, it helps the material that you're wearing, you know, like maybe take a petal and rub it against it. If it catches, don't wear that, you know. That's what I'm thinking. I've got this one sweater and it's kind of got all this fuzzy stuff on it. Oh my gosh. If I take that sweater and I'm wreathing with that, it's a one huge mess, boy. It's catching on me all over the place, and I'm going, oh my God, and then the sweater goes across the room. So we don't wear that sweater anymore. Okay, so 2 blues, 2 turquoise. I'm still going, I'm following my pattern, going the same way, keeping my zip tie in the same position so that, you know, we get this pinwheel feel going on. The only thing that won't happen is if you blow on it, it won't go around. So remember as a kid, we used to get those little pinwheels from the dollar store. Well, for us, it was a place called Stedman's, and it was the 5 and dime store. I'm really showing my age here. But it was a 5 and dime store, and I used to go there every Saturday to pick up my Hot Wheels. Yeah, they're like 26 cents. So that's how long ago it was. So now I'm on the light blue. And so all I'm doing is I'm trying not to, I know yesterday I reviewed my video and I told you guys that not to, you know, try not to touch your wreath and work with your hands up. And I reviewed my video and there I was, you know, just rubbing against myself. And so today I thought I'd tell you guys that, you know, it all depends on what you're wearing, you know, so. Okay, I'm going to do one more because I'm just following my pattern as per usual. And it always helps to put your zip tie in first because then you'll end up caught with no zip tie that day. Wait for you. So now I'm on a dark royal. I already had one. Look at that beautiful petal, eh? That's gorgeous. I love making these. These, like I said in my last video, this has to be my most favorite wreath to make. And the beauty of it is incredible. Like whatever colors you put in here, it's just amazing. So there you go. I'm going to finish this off. Like I've got maybe, I don't know, quite a few, just a few, maybe a little bit, maybe a half a round to go. Yeah, let's see, half a round to go. I got that much to put down. I think I'm going to end up putting another row in here because even if I put my center down, it's going to be too small. I mean, too big. So I'm going to, again, go in the exact same as I did here, right? I'm going to do a 1/2 inch. I'll go in ahead a 1/2 inch because I want these petals to lie down. I don't want them to stick out. So I want to come ahead as much as possible so I have them lying down. And then after that, I will put my center. So this is where we're at with the blue pinwheel right now. I will start another video when I get to finishing this next row, and then we'll get to my middle. So I wish everyone a wonderful day today. Please subscribe to my videos so that you'll be notified on my next one. And I wish everybody a wonderful day, and may the sunshine shine over your head to all you artists out there. Have a nice day. Bye.